The case being made by Donald Trump's lawyers against Fani Willis in the state of Georgia crumbled before our very eyes yesterday as a supposedly key witness said, "I don't really know anything, and even the things I said were mere speculation. You have to see this implosion." The New Republic has a good article summarizing where we are, and then we'll go to the video. Key witness against Fani Willis completely crumbles on the stand. Terrence Bradley, a key witness for Donald Trump's team, sounded more like an office gossip when he took the stand in the Georgia trial. Donald Trump and several of his co-defendants in their Georgia election interference case have accused Willis of an improper relationship with special prosecutor Nathan Wade. So understand, the Trump team wants the case thrown out because of a relationship they claim to know the details of and are arguing was inappropriate and a conflict of interest. Trump's team says Willis and Wade started dating in 2019. The couple says they didn't start dating until 2022, after Willis hired Wade for the Georgia case. Trump's lawyers have argued the romantic relationship provides a legal basis to disqualify Willis and throw the case out entirely. And that gets us to this testimony. Now, before we look at the testimony, putting this testimony aside, the case that you should throw out the charges against Trump because of what they are claiming are the facts of this relationship is already a weak case. Even if it were true that Fani Willis were involved with this investigator and hired him after their relationship began, I'll admit it doesn't look awesome, but in terms of a conflict of interest, they're both on the same side. In terms of a reason to believe that the charges are bogus because of that, extremely weak. So I think it's really important to know that even as this case imploded before their very eyes with the 2 minutes of testimony I'm about to show you, even were it not for this implosion in the testimony, it's not a great case to say Trump should just be allowed to go by any means whatsoever. In the best case scenario, maybe they could argue somebody should be replaced, Fani Willis or Nathan Wade. I mean, I'm thinking out loud here, but even the case in the worst scenario isn't very strong. And now this, you have to see this. This is amazing.
Well, I'm going to object because his testimony a few minutes ago is that he did not recall making that statement.
All right, I'll overrule that. Mr. Bradley, answer the question if you can.
Repeat the question.
When you told me that their relationship started when she left the DA's office and was a judge in South Fulton, where did you obtain that knowledge from?
I was speculating.
And that's the case. I mean, it's over, right? We're going to look at the rest. It's over. The entire case that the Trump lawyers built is based on evidence of the timing of this relationship involving Fani Willis starting in 2019. The source of that admitted here it was merely speculation. Speculation is not admissible, and that is it. But it gets even worse.
I didn't have a no one told me I was speculating.
No one told you that?
No one told me that.
You were speculating based on things that had been told to you or things you had observed?
So I'm going to object as to the nature of this line of questioning because the witness has made it clear he was speculating as to how or what he knew. And if it's speculation, it's inadmissible before this court.
All right, but the motivations for his reason for speculating would be admissible, so I'll overrule that.
Thank you, Judge. Was this speculation when you told me that? Was that based on things that had been told to you and things that you had witnessed?
I never witnessed anything.
That thing you told me, how'd you know that? I was speculating. Okay, what about the things you witnessed? I never witnessed anything. This is their explosive bombshell witness.
So, it was speculation. I can't tell you anything specific if that's what you're asking.
You can't can't tell me anything specific as to why you speculated about that?
No, this was however many years ago. I mean, I don't recall, but no, I don't.
Did you have any reason to lie?
I don't know if speculation is lying, but
Well, let me just show me where in this text it says you're speculating.
you didn't ask me if I was speculating or guessing.
I didn't ask you, but tell me if it says any.
That's actually a brilliant moment. That's a brilliant moment where the lawyer says, here's the transcript with you. Show me where in the transcript you said you were speculating. And Terrence Bradley says, well, it's not in the transcript because you didn't ask me whether I was speculating. And this is yet another failure by these lawyers that Trump hires.
We're here.
No,
Speculation.
if this is the same one that you just showed me, it does not.
And you're welcome if you need to look at your text.
This is, listen, Trump has been trying to get Fani Willis off of the trail since before the charges were even brought forward. There have been a number of articles written about how before the indictment even came forward, Trump was already trying to get her disqualified. Here's an article by Sarah Jones. Trump pressures Georgia GOP to remove Fani Willis before she can indict him. The idea being remove her from even being the district attorney in Fulton County, Georgia, so she can't even get to indicting him. Trump wrote, you might remember this, Trump wrote on Truth Central, the racist district attorney in Atlanta, Fani Willis, one of the most dangerous and corrupt cities in the U.S., is now calling the Georgia legislature, of course, racist because they want to make it easier to remove and replace the local rogue prosecutors who are incompetent, racist, or unable to properly do their job. This is a great development for Georgia, but also other parts of the country. Congratulations to the Georgia legislature for having the courage to act boldly, fairly, and fast. Of course, there was no evidence any of that was true, and ultimately she was not removed. This has now completely collapsed, and we are now waiting only for the I's to be crossed and the T's dotted, as Sean Hannity once said. But I don't know how this can continue anymore, given that the witness says, I didn't see a damn thing and I was just speculating. However, we know from the so-called Biden crimes investigation that just because you have no evidence doesn't mean that you're going to give it up. And in fact, let's go and discuss that now with some of the latest video from James Comer. I have been tracking my genealogy for years, and the service I've always used to put my family tree together is MyHeritage, which is why I asked them to be a sponsor. MyHeritage is the #1 family history service because of how easy they make it to discover your origins and relatives with over 19 billion records. You don't need to know anything about genealogy. Just let MyHeritage do the work. For example, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see their instant discoveries feature here. Lets me add an entire branch of 28 people connected to my great-great-grandfather to my family tree, all with their info and photos. I found all kinds of amazing, unexpected things. We found this incredible photo here of an immigration record from the U.S.-Canada border crossing for a relative born in 1895. I had no idea about this. It is super interesting. I'm showing some more of my discoveries here. It just connects you to your roots, where you come from. It's also given me a lot of quality time with my family, showing them these discoveries. You can try MyHeritage totally free for 14 days. Go to davidpakman.com/myheritage. The link is down below.